Hello. Right, so I'm making a wee video to show you how I crochet over my ends. On this blanket, as you can see, I have not been doing that. And so I'm going to have to make a double border on this one, but that was always the plan. Unfortunately, this blanket's huge. It's 2 meters by 2 meters, so it is going to take me a long time, but never mind. But yes, so I was talking in the group about how I crochet over my ends, so I'm just going to show you on this bit. I'll probably end up taking this out anyway because that's not what I'm doing. So I'm going to tie it on, and I'm going to leave a fairly long 12 to 15 centimeter tail. Okay, so I tie it on using a chain 1 and give it a tighten. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that tail over, and then I'm going to do my border stitch over that tail and then give it a tighten. So firstly, the tail now is facing this way. It keeps coming out of focus, but never mind. So that's going to make it easier to crochet over. Secondly, you've tied it on twice here. Okay, once with the chain 1 and a tighten, and once with your border stitch. So that is not coming out. And then of course you're going to crochet it over here. So if I was doing single crochets, I'm not going to follow my pattern on this. I'm just going to show you how I do it. So literally you hold your chain, you do your single crochet, and it's tied in. Okay, I'll just do a few of these. Tied in, tied in, tied in. Now, okay, it's hidden in there. It's pretty secure. Now, a few of you were asking me how I do it if there's a long row of DCs. So I will show you. So what I do is I start my double crochet until I have 3 loops on the hook. Okay, and then I get my tail and I bring it over the front and I complete the stitch. Now you could do it so you're just holding it like that, but it kind of makes it pull up, and it doesn't really sit the same. So I will start it, 3 loops in the hook, bring the tail over, complete the stitch. Okay, we'll do that again. Start it, 3 loops in the hook, bring the tail over, complete the stitch. Okay, so say there's a couple of single crochets here, so we'll do 3. And then we'll do some double crochets, bring the tail over, complete the stitch, and then we'll do a single crochet. This isn't a pattern, remember, I'm just making this up. I'm going to undo this. And then we'll do some more single crochets. So, I mean, if you've done tapestry, that's all it is. You're just carrying the yarn along. You can't see it. It's embedded in there. And if you're doing the whole tail, there's no way that's coming out. Another thing people were saying is that it makes the end of your blanket thicker than the rest, because that's got, 2 strands of yarn in there, whereas in the middle, obviously, it's only got the 1. And that is a fair point. I've never found that to be a problem, but that's entirely up to you. If you don't like the way it looks, don't do it. Just continue on and just do your normal. You can either do your fringe or you can do your double border. But if you don't like doing that and you want to be able to do something a little bit quicker, give it a go. Each to their own, as they say. So I'm going to quickly undo this, and I'm going to pretend that I've done the whole row so that I can show you what I do on the other side when I'm finishing it off. Okay, so give me 2 ticks. I'm just going to pause this. Right, okay, so I've just quickly tied this on here just so, because I mean this is 2 meters, so I'm not going to do the whole the whole row just to show you this. So I've tied it on, and this is me going along my row, doing some single crochets, some double crochets, some single crochets. Remember, this is not my pattern. I'm completely making this up at the moment. So you're getting towards the end. Okay, so what you're going to do is the tail from the previous row, you are going to pull that along and you're going to crochet over that. So what I tend to do is I will pull it along, and if I can, I will always tie it on first where there's a single crochet stitch. So say there's 3 in the pattern there. Like that. Okay. And then a double crochet. So as if there's a line of double crochets, the first one, I won't do anything with it. I will leave it out. I will ignore it. Because if you do it, then you tend to see it coming out here, a little diagonal. So I'll ignore the first one. But then in the second one, I am going to crochet over it there. And then I'll do it on the third one. I shouldn't tell you my trade secrets. I'm not sitting at my desk or my table to do this because I was quite comfy sitting on on the sofa. So I've actually got my phone stuck down my bra. The trade secrets all over very wrong. So anyway, okay, let's do another one and a double crochet. And then we're going to go back to some single crochets. So now you can see this is getting a bit tight here. So all you have to do is pull it a little bit to make it a bit looser. And do some more crocheting over, single crochet. We'll stick a double crochet in there. But just leaving it out, and then we'll maybe do another double crochet, but we'll actually catch that end in just to tie it in. And then single crochet. Let's just single crochet all the way along now. And 3. And this is my last one. And then just the same in your border stitch through both loops. Pull it. Chain 1, snip it off, and that's you. And that's you've crocheted over it. So then the next row, once you get along, you're going to crochet over this end. See? Now, if you're really not happy that it's not secure, you could get that end and you could weave it back in. I don't do that. I am a risk taker. No, I tend to just pull it a little bit, snip it, and then that's it. Once I've finished the whole blanket, doing all my ends, I then go round the whole blanket and I'll do a border, whether it's a couple of rows of single crochet or half double crochet or whatever, and that's tying it in again. These ends are not coming out. As I've said on the post on the Facebook group, I have done a blanket where I crocheted over my ends. It was my interstellar blanket, and somehow the dog claimed it, and it's his blanket now. So, he's a big smelly dog. In fact, look, there, that blanket gets washed quite a lot. So, and the ends have never come out. Not even a jot. I haven't even spotted one. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just magic. Maybe I'm just a lazy crocheter. As I said before, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike double borders at all. I just, on this blanket, because it's so big, it's terrifying me. So I've got 2 metre by 2 metre blanket, which is 8 metres around, and I was planning on doing 3 rows on each side, and then the joining row. So what's that? 8, 6, 12, like loads, like 56 metres in total of something I'm going to have to do in this. It will be worth it, and it will look amazing, but oh my God. So that's it. That's all you have to do. Give it a go. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Go back to your double borders. But, I'm going to pull all this out now because that is not the pattern. This is my Scandi Birds pattern. Have you seen this one? Coolly. Anyway, that's it. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.